Hello, all you beautiful people out there. What is going on? This is your friend Britik coming at you fast with another Beast Builds video. And today we are going to be looking at Iggy and Scorch. We're going to be looking at a deck build for them. I know a lot of people wanted Iggy and Scorch because they're the new heroes. Everybody wants to play them. They're tons of fun. So, well, the new heroes, I guess. It's a hero. It's one person. They're attached by the claw. Okay? So, I made my Iggy and Scorch deck, Knowledge and Order. I feel like this is the best combination, for mid laners, for most mid laners. I just really like Order. I don't know what my favorite affinity is, whether it's Growth or Order. Order just has so many useful cards. I just love making stuff Order. It's great. And then Knowledge is just great for any caster who needs a lot of mana. And that's exactly what we're going to do with Iggy. Iggy, the way I build him right now is pretty straightforward, pretty easy to grasp. So this should be one of the easier decks. So you're going to start off right away with Font of Experience. Okay, you're not going to spend your 1,000 gold on an attribute point. You're going to spend it on Font of Experience. Gain 4 experience every 10 seconds. This adds up, my guys. This adds up. I am playing these games, and I'm getting level 13 while other people are level 9. And that's not like the supports being level 9. That's like the offlaner being level 9. Okay, Font of Experience is the easiest way to snowball. Especially as a caster, especially as Iggy, once you get that ultimate, you get to level 9 quicker than anyone else, you get to level 13 quicker than anyone else, and you just shred people. It's very, very, very nice. Also, we have Lamplighter here for wards early game and mid game if they have a Kalari. This is nice because if you're going to be mid laning, you really need those wards. If you're going to be off laning, then it's super duper easy peasy. Although I know a lot of people like playing Iggy mid lane, and that's where I played most of him, or most of the time anyway. And then we have Rejuvenator here, which is a potion, just in case you're having some trouble. Gain 12 health regen and 10 mana regen for 10 seconds. So that's nice to have as well. And then we start moving on to our mid-game cards. So I like Knowledge because it has some pretty early, pretty nice cards that really help you get ahead, like Mana Flow Acolyte. This only costs 3 intellect. You're going to want to just rush intellect. Honestly, you're probably going to want to just go straight intellect for your first 25 points. You might want to diverge and do a little bit of vitality early on for some cards that I'm going to show here. But for the most part, if you just want to do straight on damage, I have some awesome cards in this deck highlighted for you guys. So, Mana Flow Acolyte gives you power, increase max mana by 0.5% and power by 0.5% when purchasing an elect. Now, that doesn't sound like a lot, but if you do the math, you're probably going to have this card, and you should have this card, until you have about 20 to 21-ish points in intellect. The reason being is because of the final build you're going to see, it's about 25. I mean, it depends. The reason I say about is it depends what you decide to have in your final build with this deck. I have some variation, but it stacks up and it's great. You just keep on purchasing ability or attribute points in intellect, and it's amazing. Astral Leap is just Teleblink. This is nice to have because Iggy does not have an escape. And he does actually get ganked quite often if you're not setting up enough turrets. So make sure you're consistently setting up turrets. That's why I have that potion in there as well, because you definitely need it. If you don't have turrets, you're defenseless, and it takes 5 seconds to cool down. So you can't just be in the middle of a fight and throw down 3 turrets right away. You're just going to get destroyed, honestly. So make sure you're always having your turrets down. Teleblink just in case you need to get out of there. Power Tap is here. I have not used Power Tap yet. I have not been in that situation where I've just been so snowbally that I need to use Power Tap. But you spend 4,000 gold, you get 15 power. Just buy this at base. Make sure to press it. Make sure to use it because it's a consumable. So you got to press whatever number, 1, 2, or 3, or triangle, circle, square, or whatever the hell is on your controller. I don't know the new controls for controller because I use mouse and keyboard. And there you go. You can just keep building up damage with that. You move down. And here's where I talked about with that Vitality. Crippling Glare. Attack speed, basic armor. We're not worrying about that. We're worrying about the hamstring. Reduce enemy move speed by 80%. Effect fades over 4 seconds. This is great if you capture some people in your turrets. You use this. They can't run away. They're fucked. So there you have it. Now, this card is fantastic. This card is fantastic. Stagnant Dominion is basically Ash of the Witch. Ability damage slows enemy move speed by 150 for 1 second. This gets procced every time your turrets hit someone. You can chase enemies down with this. You could just like run into range, throw your turret down real quick, have it bop them. They'll slow down. You'll catch up with your basic attack. Throw down another turret. Rinse and repeat. It also works with the Molotov. Every second, if the people are still inside your Molotov, they will get ticked and they will lose their move speed. So this is insane. This is great. This is great CC. This makes Iggy's kit so CC plenty. Excuse me. And then we have Thaumaturge, which gives you a lot of mana and a lot of power. Equal to that, a lot of mana. You should have around 2,000 intellect by the time you're done building all those attribute points. Or not 2,000 intellect, my god, the terminology. 2,000 mana by the time you're done building all those intellect points. So we have Thaumaturge, power, mana, and you see the passive right there. Gain 4 max mana whenever you deal damage to an enemy hero. And of course, you're going to be dealing a lot of damage because you have turrets hitting them all the time. Then we have Atomic Soldier here just for pure damage. Ability damage is increased by 10%, which is amazing as well. And then we have Sleeper Agent here. Silence target enemy for 3 seconds. The target takes 15% increased damage. You pair this with Atomic Soldier, they're taking 25% increased damage from everything you're throwing at them, including your turrets. Crazy, crazy stuff. And then I also have Corrosive Walker, which I never end up using. Reduce ability armor of nearby enemies by 30 for 6 seconds. This one's also 8 intellect, but it's also 4 vitality. So if you want to remove Atomic Soldier, replace it with that, and then have Thaumaturge, that can also deal a lot of damage. So for your final game cards, you are going to have Sleeper Agent, Atomic Soldier, and Thaumaturge if you want to deal the most amount of damage. If you want to deal a little bit less damage, but you want to have a bit more CC, you want a little bit less mana, but you want a bit more CC, Stagnant Dominion instead of Thaumaturge. So Stagnant Dominion, Atomic Soldier, and Sleeper Agent. These are all really useful. This gives Iggy and Scorch more CC. And, you know, CC is king. No matter how much burst there is, a Countess can't kill anybody if she's stunned. She can't kill anybody if she's knocked up into the air. So, that's that deck right there. We're going to see it again in the next screen after this one, so you guys can take a screenshot or rewind the video whenever. For the gems, we have Healing Towers. Gain 2.2 health regen, 1.2 mana regen while in your structures. This is nice to have. I like putting 1 point into this at my second point into this, just to lane longer, right? This just helps you, especially when you're mid lane. And off lane especially too. Intellect. Auto Mana Potion. Again, this is just nice to have because Iggy runs out of mana pretty quickly, throwing down all those turrets, especially early game. Deadly Mana, killing an enemy minion increases max mana by 2. You're going to be killing a lot of minions, as Iggy and Scorch. Mana Fountain, regen up to 10 mana per second based on missing mana. Again, mana, mana, mana. You never want to stop the turret train. Choo-choo! Spell Shield, block the next enemy ability. This is just great, alright? It's great to prevent getting stunned and whatnot. And then Overpowered Spells. Abilities deal 20% bonus damage and cost an additional 30% mana. Because we have so much mana, we build so much into mana, we have all of these gems talking about mana, we can afford losing the extra mana to get some extra damage. Well, that's about it. There's the deck right there. Pretty straightforward, and you can use a very similar structure for most other casters. Honestly, Thaumaturge, Mana Flow Acolyte, Atomic Soldier, and Sleeper Agent are 4 cards of knowledge that I feel like every caster should have. And maybe Astral Leap, if you want that blink. But there you guys have it. That's the Iggy and Scorch deck. Pretty awesome. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy, if it was helpful, drop a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And as always, make sure I'll have a wonderful day. Peace.